Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So first I just want to start off by saying Eid Mubarak to everyone that is celebrating. I hope you have an amazing time celebrating Eid with your friends and family. And as you can probably tell, this is an Eid inspired makeup look. Some of you actually requested for me to do a gold and black smoky eye. However, I have already done a black and gold smoky eye, well, a traditional take on a gold and black smoky eye. So I'll leave that in the description bar below. But because you did ask me for a black and gold smoky eye, I did want to create it for you. But I've changed it up slightly by creating a halo black smoky eye rather than a traditional black smoky eye. So if you want to see how I created this halo Eid inspired makeup look, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I have already moisturized my face using my Embryolisse Lait-Cream concentrate. And I have also primed my face using my Nivea Men's Post Shaving Balm. Next I'm taking this Strobe Cream by MAC and I'm just going to be applying that all over my face to give me that nice luminous, glowy, dewy finish. So for foundation, I'm going to be using my MAC Studio Fix foundation in the shade NC42 and also my MAC Face and Body foundation in the shade C6. And the reason why I'm mixing these two foundations is because the MAC Studio Fix foundation will give me a medium to full coverage finish and I'm wanting a really nice dewy look, so the Face and Body foundation by MAC will give me that kind of nice dewy finish. So for the foundation, I'm taking even amounts of both of the foundations and I'm just stippling it onto my face using my damp beauty blender. Next I'm taking this Pro Conceal and Correct palette in the shade Medium Deep and I'm taking the shade NC42 and just covering up some of the blemishes that I have going on over here. So next for highlight, I'm going in with my Pro Conceal palette in the shade Medium and I'm taking the shade NC30 and I'm just going to be highlighting the usual areas. First I'm going in under my eyes and I'm basically just drawing upside down triangles. And I'm also just taking some up here. And just underneath my contour, or where my contour line will go, and on the other side too, and on my chin as well. And then for contour, I'm also going to be using my Pro Conceal palette in the shade Deep and I'm going to be taking the shade NW43 and I'm just going to be carving out the hollows of my cheeks and just above my hairline here and my temples. And then I'm going to use the same brush and basically just pinch it together so it becomes quite flat because it is dense at the moment. And I'm just going to draw on my nose contour. And I'm also going to take underneath my lip to define my lips and in between this area, which is called a philtrum, I have been told. And finally I'm just going to take some along my jawline here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that all out using my damp beauty blender. So once everything is nice and blended out, I'm going to take my MAC translucent powder and I'm just going to be setting my under eyes. I'm not going to go and set anything else, only because I want my face to stay nice and dewy. So next for eyebrows, I'm going in with my MAC pencil in the shade Spiked and I'm literally just going to follow my natural brow shape. I do have an in-depth tutorial on my brow routine, so I'll leave it in the link below, so don't forget to go and check that out. And to set my eyebrows, I'm using this translucent brow plumper by L'Oreal. Okay, so moving on to eyes, I'm going to be priming them using my Nars Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Primer. And you guys know how I feel about this product. It literally stops my eyeshadow from creasing. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking my Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo in the shade Creme de Nude. And I'm basically just going to be applying that onto my eyelids. And this is exactly like the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. It works in the exact same way. You do have to work quickly with this product because it does dry. And once it's dry, it literally just sticks. So for my eyes, I'm going to be using this Shadow Couture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. For my transition shade, first I'm going to be going in with Morocco. And I'm just using this fluffy blending brush and working the product in. I'm actually going above the crease and not on the crease just because my eyelids are quite small, so I like to make them appear bigger, and this is a great trick. Okay, so once I'm happy with that, I'm taking the shade Fudge and I'm just taking that onto my crease. When I use blacks and dark colours, I like to create a transition because I don't like it to be gold black. I just feel like it blends nicer and it just looks a lot better as well. Okay, next I'm going in with Noir. So I'm going to be going in the outer third here. And I'm literally just dotting on a black kind of puddle, if that makes sense. And I'm also going to be dotting a black puddle in my inner tear duct here as well. And what I'm going to be doing is just dragging the black up slightly into the crease area. And that has basically created a halo. So again, I'm just creating a small puddle here. I don't know why I say puddle, it just sounds weird, but... And in my inner tear duct here. And then you want to drag the product up into the crease. Now I'm just going to be taking my blending brush and I'm basically going to just be blending this all out. And I'm making sure I blend the product outwards rather than inwards. I don't want the product to go into the space that we've created here for the gold eyeshadow. Now I feel like I need a little bit more black here, so I'm just going to be adding that there. And here I'm just using a windscreen wiper motions just to blend the product in. Next I'm going to fill the inner halo portion with the shade Belline. Okay, so I want this gold portion inside my halo to really pop, so I'm taking Cheap Date by Colourpop and I am just patting that onto the eyeshadow that I applied earlier. So for eyeliner, I'm going in with my Inglot No. 77 AMC Gel Liner. First I'm just going to be lining my waterline. And I'm also dragging the liner out onto my lower lash line as well because I want this eyeliner to be fairly thick. And now I'm going to go ahead and just draw on my top eyeliner as well. So next I'm just going to smoke the bottom out. So I'm taking Fudge again from the same Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And I'm basically just running that along my lower lash line. For lashes, I am currently loving the combination of my Ardell Demi Wispies stacked with my Red Cherry Wispy lashes. Or WSP lashes, sorry. So now that my eyelashes have dried, I am next going in with my Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. So next I'm taking this bronzer from my Sleek Contour and Highlight palette, and I'm just applying the bronzer above where my contours are, and this will kind of just help create a nice gradient, and I love doing this step. And I'm also just taking the bronzer into my temples as well. For blusher, I'm taking my Lemonade palette by Sleek Beauty, and I'm taking this cream-based blusher called Macaroon, and I'm just going to be applying that to the apples of my cheek. With cream products, I find that a duo fibre brush works a lot better when applying them. So first I'm just taking a small amount of my Nars Illuminator, and I'm just applying that to my cheekbones here. This is great because when I apply my Gilded Honey highlighter, it will basically stick to this because it's a cream product. So next I'm just taking Gilded Honey and I'm applying that above my Nars Illuminator, and look how glowy that is. I'm also just going to be taking this flat eyeshadow brush and applying Gilded Honey on my brow bones as well. I think I've said this a few times before, but I love using the same highlighter that I use on my cheekbones as well as my brow bones, because I feel like it brings the entire look together. And finally for lips, I'm lining them using my NYX waterproof lip liner in the shade Sand Beige, and then I'm going over top with my soft matte lip cream in the shade Cans. Yes, in the shade Cans. And I'm just literally filling my entire lip in. I love how cool toned this lip liner is. These smell so good. It's so weird. I love the smell of them. So this, guys, completes my Eid makeup tutorial. I absolutely love creating these ethnic traditional makeup tutorials. So if you want to see any more of these types of videos, then leave your comments in the comment section down below and I'll definitely film more for you because I enjoy it so much. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you think that you would wear this makeup for Eid, then please let me know in the comment section down below. If you do recreate this look, then don't forget to tag me on Instagram and on Twitter at MeeraMemeP, and don't forget to share this with your friends and family, and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll hopefully see you in my next tutorial. Eid Mubarak to everyone that is celebrating. I hope you have an amazing Eid.